you doing? Walking the street, walking the street.
Just giving my car.
One thing I forgot, part two. I gotta ask you a question. You are St. Mary's. Your headquarters is where?
Where's my headquarters?
Yeah.
On Cliff Street, on St. Mary's
First Nation.
store. Yeah.
First Nation.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the cops are known to be, like I always said, they're racist against the natives. And 1 of 4 natives in our federal penitentiary, 1 of 4 are Indians. Now, our court system is so corrupt.
You think it is?
I think it is. But no, but we'll get to part 3, part 4, part 5 during the next few months.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, right now, they're putting people in jail left and right, and sometimes they give them a break to spend the weekends in jail. Oh, they say, oh, thank you very much, but you got to go to Miramichi or St. John. How come we don't?
For what?
To go to jail. If you want to be sentenced to jail, you're going to send you to Miramichi or St. John.
Youth or?
Youth, adults, adults.
That's the youth.
Adults too.
Adults don't go to Miramichi.
They go to St. John.
They go to either St. John for provincial court. That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how come we don't have provincial jail in Fredericton?
Well, because we can't have a jail everywhere, Charles. You know that. We can't have one in Bathurst, we can't have one in Campbell. So we have a centralization, and we're lucky we're living in a small province where we can be anywhere in 1 to 2 hours. I can be in Miramichi in an hour and a half. Well,
you can. You have a car. You have a car.
Well,
you can.
Yeah, that's right.
But the poor people or the working poor.
Not the poor people. First, let's get
the win.
What's that?
The win.
Let's get something straight. Less than 1%, I don't know what the population with regards to people attending jail or courts in our Fredericton area, but I know in the smaller areas, like less than 1% of the community are even involved in courts. If I had to go to family court, if I had to go to a small claims court, for those people outside the area, I'm not talking Fredericton, I'm talking St.
Stephen, Sussex.
They have to go to St. John anyway.
Now, yes. But they have to, if you go to jail, they got to go to St. John.
Yeah, they would have to go to St. John anyway. So if they want to make that part of their process and they tell their lawyers, look, can see if I can get weekends. So they know if they want to get weekends, which is good for them to continue their job, be with their family, continue their life, and just do it on weekends. They know they have to go to St. John or whatever the jail is at. So they know that anyway. So it's better for them. So you talk about the poor or whomever, it's for everybody, not just the poor or rich or whoever. They all have to go to St. John if they want to do jail time on weekends.
But it's getting worse and worse. Is it time that we consider a provincial jail here in Fredericton?
No,
or is it because of Kingsclere, what happened there? Or Kingsclere, remember? Kingsclere, the jail.
No,
yeah.
Well, the youth, that's in the past. I always like to move forward. But
yeah, I agree.
The new facility had to build a new facility. It costs money. We're trying to get a new courthouse here in Fredericton. Millions of dollars, millions and millions. We just don't have. That's why the people who are at this courthouse here are in an old building around the province. They're all in new buildings. So, but old buildings are dilapidated. We got to make sure the prisoners are still in their cells because they crawl through the.
Yeah. He must have had. I don't edit. Yeah. That's a good thing about this thing. I don't edit.
Yeah. The thing is,
that guy must have had ADHD. Too much time on his hands, so he went right through the roof.
Well,
okay, never mind that. But the bottom line, we need a provincial jail.
We have a provincial jail, St. John.
But I mean, it's time.
We can't have one for the north. We can't have one for the south. We have no money, Charles.
So we won't have no provincial jail for the next.
I'm not sure. I can't say never. I don't know. But what I can say is in my first year or even the next coming year, we haven't spoken about it.
And the natives, they're close to the community. And when they're sent to St. John, they're not close to the community. You know what I mean?
With regards to First Nations community, and by the way, I have a niece who's First Native, First Nations. My best friends are from First Nations community. I play hockey with Kingsclere. I play hockey with Ormukto. Baseball.
Yeah, never mind sports. We're talking about jail.
I know. But what I'm saying is the First Nations community have a sentencing circle that's, if possible, that they can go back to their community and deal with it within their
the circle.
Yeah.
I mean, how come we don't have that?
We do have it.
But there's somebody that wanted it in St. John, he wasn't allowed.
No, it depends on the person itself. Did they plead guilty and want it? There's a number of factors. It's just automatically because you're First Nation, you go there. There's a number of factors. The seriousness of the crime, whether they plead guilty.
This is good. This is good. You weren't involved in this in Rexton when they had the problem between the RCMP and Elsie Buckduck. And then they had the natives went against the media. They told them to leave,
Right.
and then they had a healing circle.
Right?
But then the RCMP ended up charging those people anyway after they had the healing circle. So how do you get?
But they weren't charged before the healing circle.
No.
No, exactly. So you have to go through the courts first. Now, can we go, if you're found guilty, did they want to plead guilty? That's the first question they have to ask. A lot of people didn't want to plead guilty to it. So they have to go through the process, like everybody else has to do. Now, if they wanted to plead guilty and go back to their communities and go through the healing circle, then that's the process there. But communication is the biggest thing. And that's why we have to consult with First Nations right now on everything that deals with the land, it's Crown land, waters, forest, their hunting rights. They all have to be looked at.
And you're learning a lot when you're right in the middle of St. Mary's.
You're absolutely right. Well, I've been with St. Mary's. You know, I've been over there.
Oh, no. But I mean, we're just trying to find out who is Stephen Horsman. That's all.
Meet my counselor.